Head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
I now understand why Kevin Stefanski hired Ken Dorsey in the first place. Leslie Frazier, who would previously had Kevin Stefanski on his staff, came out and he did back up Ken Dorsey after the firing. So there's a connection between the Frazier, Dorsey, and Stefanski, and hopefully the offenses can come together. But I like this hire. I really, really do.
I always appreciate all of the voicemails. Let's welcome in Tyler Johnson, Faithful Dogs Podcast Network 216. Tyler, so it seems like more people are not happy with Ken Dorsey than are happy with Ken Dorsey, but we are starting to get some reaction that is positive. Just your thoughts about Ken Dorsey.
Yeah, Dave. So, I mean, when you look at the hiring of Ken Dorsey and why fans are kind of unhappy with this move, the first thing they talk about is, well, if he is such a good play caller and his offensive numbers are so good, well, why did Buffalo fire him? That's really the biggest thing that people are going to. And it sounds like it really came down to Josh Allen, the Bills quarterback, was leading the NFL in turnovers. That's really what I mean. He had 11 interceptions when the Bills. When the Bills fired Ken Dorsey, but under Ken Dorsey, the offense ranked second in expected points added per play and successful play percentage. They ranked third in yards per play at 6. Their touchdown drive percentage was 29.8%, and no team generated a more positive EPA on a greater percentage of their offensive plays. I mean, Ken Dorsey, you look at the numbers with the Bills, he was very successful. He's had success where he's been, not only with the Bills. He was Josh Allen's quarterback coach before he became the offensive coordinator, which is something really important to take a note at because Josh Allen, when Ken Dorsey became the quarterback coach, really took off as a player. So there could be some correlation there. But also, even going back to Cam Newton, Carolina, Cam Newton had his MVP season under Ken Dorsey when Ken Dorsey was his quarterback coach. So he's got a ton of experience, brings a lot of experience, and I think it's a great hire. Whether he calls plays or not, we still don't know. But what the Browns want to do is evolve the offense. That's what this hire does. Because Ken Dorsey succeeded with Josh Allen, and Josh Allen's put up great numbers. Cam Newton has, even though, again, that was his quarterback coach. Ken Dorsey's well-respected around the league and by players. This is a great hire. I know fans are a little worried about it or not very happy about it because you're getting someone that was fired midseason. But when you dig deeper into this, Ken Dorsey is a pretty good pickup by the Browns.
So the other thing that you point out, Browns now have 4 offensive coaches that have play calling experience. You got Kevin Stefanski, Ken Dorsey, Tommy Rees, who they hired tight ends coach. We'll see what else he has. He called plays at Alabama and Notre Dame in the college ranks, and Chad O'Shea. So what that tells you is they've got a lot of different guys with input into what will be an evolving offense.
Exactly. And even Bill Callahan, I didn't mention Bill Callahan on this list. I mean, Bill Callahan hasn't called in offensive plays in a very long time, but he has that experience too. So you have young offensive minds a part of your coaching staff. Kevin Stefanski, of course, Ken Dorsey. Tommy Rees is a very underrated addition from no one expected this move, first off. He's got a ton of experience already at a very young age. And you're bringing someone that has experience running RPOs, using mobile quarterbacks from Alabama. Ken Dorsey, of course, has the experience with Josh Allen. So he's used to RPOs, mobility. That's exactly what you're looking for as you're trying to evolve this offense to better suit Deshaun Watson. Because there's no doubt when Alex Van Pelt was let go and some of the other offensive coaches, I don't think it's because they did a bad job or anything along those lines. I think it's just they wanted different voices. They needed this offense to evolve to more accommodate Deshaun Watson's skill set. That's what you're bringing in with Ken Dorsey and Tommy Rees. So I think it's a great move by Kevin Stefanski. And what he's realizing is this offense, the Browns don't do a lot of motion. I expect them to be in the middle or even upper echelon next year in the amount of motion, pre-snap motion that they're going to show, because that's where the NFL is right now. And the Browns need to incorporate that more. And I think these additions are going to help Kevin Stefanski, and even if Ken Dorsey ends up calling plays, it's going to help them build a good game plan that's better suited for Deshaun Watson in that shotgun-based type offense.
Yeah, the Browns were second least amount of motion in the NFL. The least was the Eagles. All right.